Hi everyone, this is Carsten from History of Humanity. That's a trading card game that you can play digitally with friends, and every card is based on an historic person or historic object. So here's the description on the website playhoh.com, and you can read a lot about the background, and it was implemented using moralis. And here's the link to start playing. Alright, so basically we used the WebSocket live queries of moralis to have player versus player games, and one idea is that you can later buy cards on the NFT marketplace Rarible. Yeah, so I used the Rarible plugin to mint the cards. Yeah, so that way you can own historic persons in the game and buy cards this way. Alright, I will just show you the tutorial so you can see how the game looks, because I don't have another player with me here to play right now. Alright, so this is the game, and you have your cards in hand here, your deck here, resources here, and the discard pile there. You can see the phases, and there's one button to go to the next phase. In the tutorial you are asked to drag and drop cards, which is playing cards in this case. So whenever you put a card here on the resource pile, it generates 1 mana that you can use to play other cards. So the idea is to have 1 card for each historic person or each historic object. Yes, and obviously there are a lot of them. So they are crawled using web requests from dbpedia.org, which is a very nice structured way of accessing Wikipedia data. And yeah, so here you can see some cards that I typed individually, and the main concept of the game is that you play with cards that are generated. So for each person found on Wikipedia, for example, it will generate a person card with a name and the type that's somehow collected from Wikipedia. On the very bottom you can see some historic information about the timing of this card, and the rest, that means the mana cost, the rule text and the stats, they are generated using a grammar, a context-free grammar, yes, and that's it. So there are currently 4,000 cards in the database, and when you play a normal game against another person, you will just get 15 random cards from this pool, and the other person as well, with randomly generated text. So when you play a game this way online, in a second we should see, you should see the field. It looks a bit different because here are no buttons. There's no rule enforcement yet, so each player can score victory points as they choose, can play cards even though it's not their turn, and can just skip to the next phase. So the only thing that happens automatically is that at the beginning of the turn a card is drawn. Alright, let's take this bookstore and use it as a resource, because I want to use it later. I would want to play this one. Okay, a thermometer. Yeah, that's some interesting mechanic. I'll just grab it here again. I think I clicked the buttons too fast. Oh, my time is up. So yeah, that's the project, and enjoy.